Alright, we're back for No BS episode 4. This is what we'll have by the end of the video. We're going to be polishing up the weapon that we made in the last episode, so let's get this going. Okay, so let's immediately start in our assault rifle script which we made from the last video and do some refactoring. Let's create a new header for shooting settings, and under this we'll create some new variables for time between shots, our magazine size, and our reload time. These we'll be able to tweak in editor. Under that we'll have some private variables for our current ammo, a boolean for if they're reloading, and a float for the next time to shoot. We'll move our range and hit layer under this header as well, as it's relevant to this header, keeping our shot point, muzzle flash, and shot sound under references. So, moving on, create a new void start method, and inside set your current ammo variable to your magazine size. Then, inside of update, we'll check if our user is reloading, and if they are, then we return so that none of the logic below fires. Then we check to see if our ammo is less than or equal to 0, and if it is, we'll start a coroutine of reload. Head to the bottom of your script and create a new private IEnumerator method called reload. In here, set isReloading to true and debug to the log that we're reloading. Then write yield return new, wait for seconds of reload time. Finally, set isReloading to false and debug that we have reloaded. Now you'll see that you no longer have any errors on your IEnumerator and in your start coroutine. Now, where we're registering our left click, add a parameter for if time is greater than or equal to next time to shoot. Inside the if statement above our shoot method, write next time to shoot equals time.time plus time between shots. Now to finish this off, in your shoot method, simply do current ammo minus minus to subtract 1 from our current magazine when we press left click. For testing, I'm going to quickly set my current ammo variable to serialized field so that I can easily see what my current ammo is in the inspector. Give this a test and you should now have the result that you'd see here. If you want to see my whole script, here it is again, you dirty little thief. Alright, now we've got that going, we need to think about how we actually display to the user the fact that we've actually shot. Because right now there is no feedback whatsoever to indicate to them that they have fired. So I'm going to start with a muzzle flash. Now, I'm not going to go into how you make a muzzle flash particle effect. Go and look that up yourself and make it. I'm going to use one that I already had supplied a part of the Cinti asset pack that I'm using, but any type of particle effect will work. Because we already set the logic up ourselves earlier for playing the muzzle flash, literally all we need to do is child the muzzle flash to the barrel of our gun and then populate the variable and it will just work. Alright, thank you Kanye, very cool. We have a muzzle flash now. However, I do want to add a bit more. I want to add a bullet trail to this. So I have this bullet trail effect a part of my asset pack and I'm going to use this to create a bullet trail. Now, because I want this bullet trail to be destroyed when it hits an object, like when it reaches its target location, I'm going to put it under a empty parent game object and move the trail back so the front of it is at its parent's origin. This bullet trail is pretty much just like a cube that's just been shrunk all the way down, so you can make this yourself pretty easily. If you have a prefabs folder, now put this bullet trail inside of there, like the parent. If not, make a prefab folder and then do that. And we're going to hop back into the script now. So at the top of our script, we're going to declare 2 new serialized variables for our bullet trail prefab and our bullet speed. Then in our shoot method, let's create a new local variable called target point of a vector 3. And in our if statements, add target point equals hit.point. In the else, write target point equals origin plus direction multiplied by range. Below this, we'll create a new if statement saying if the bullet trail prefab is not equal to null. Then inside of this if statement, we'll create a new quaternion rotation which will look towards the target point which we hit relative to its origin spawn point. Then we'll instantiate the bullet trail at the origin with the rotation that we just made. Then start a coroutine called moveTrail with 2 parameters of trail and target point, and we'll set this coroutine up now. So to set up the coroutine, go to the bottom of your script and create a new private enumerator with 2 parameters. being a game object called trail and a vector3 called target. We'll create a distance float which works out the distance from our trail's current position to the target position, and a time float which we'll set to 0 for now, and a duration float which will be the distance divided by our bullet speed. Then, while the time is less than the duration, we will lerp the bullet towards the target location over time.delta time, then finish with a yield return null. To wrap up, when the trail's position reaches the target position, we'll destroy the spawned in trail. Alright, now let's add the gunshot sound to round this off. First, find a gunshot sound that you just want to use. I just found a random one from online. Add an audio source component to your gun and assign it in the inspector. If we play now, you'll see that the audio won't sound right and will sound like this. So to fix this, first I'm going to rename my shot sound audio source to shot audio source, and then add in a new audio clip called shot audio clip. Then down where we're playing our audio source, we're going to switch this from shot audio source.play to shot audio source.play one shot and pass in the audio clip to play instead. In the inspector, put your audio source into the reference and your clip from your project files into the clip. Now you should have this effect when you shoot. Alright, we're going to stop here for today. Next time we'll probably be setting up the mechanics for when our bullets hit things. So we'll probably try and make like a shooting range to be able to test those mechanics out. See ya.